Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We're located in Frederick, Colorado. My name is Larry Vickers. To get a hold of me, simply call the office at 303-684-3404. A commonly asked question that I get is, well, what's the difference between a Summit Hauler conversion and like a Laredo sports chassis, things of that nature? So we're going to address that today. We're going to take a quick walk around of two trucks. We have a Summit Hauler and a Laredo, and then we're going to compare the differences between the two. So let's start with the Summit Hauler. This is a 2022 Freightliner M2 106. Again, the conversion is Summit Hauler. So we'll start and take a look basically from the side. As you can see, it's predominantly a flatbed that it has on it. Two storage components along the side. A little bit smaller one back here. Then as we come forward, we see storage located there. It comes with two 50-gallon fuel tanks. Now, as the truck is sitting in rest, that fuel is going to balance itself out. But when you go to fuel it up, you're going to want to do that independently. And as we come forward, we'll take a look directly in front. We see the grill that was purchased from the C9 company. As we go on up, we find 2,500 square inches of glass in the windshield, which makes visibility very, very good on this truck. As we take a look under the hood, and mechanically, there isn't a lot of difference between the two. They both come with a Cummins 8.9 liter engine, coupled with the Allison 3200 TRV transmission. This offers 350 horsepower and 1,050 foot-pounds of torque. This is made of compressed fiberglass, which makes it a lot tougher than straight aluminum. As we take a look at the tires, comes with Michelin 255 80R 22.5. It comes with tire balancers. Basically, that's a separate drum in there that holds BBs and a little bit of hydraulic oil. So as you pick up speed and as you gain momentum, that balances the entire rotating mass, which allows us to do a couple of things. One, since everything's balanced, it's safer. Two, it makes them for a more comfortable ride, but perhaps more importantly, that will extend tire life up to 40%. As we take a look inside the driver's seat, both front seats are air. You can adjust that right here. They are heated as well, which that button is located right there. This is for the lumbar to let air in and out of the back of the seat. You start the truck from the ground right there. In addition, a kill switch is located right there. With as much voltage as goes through the truck, it's just a good practice to get into to shut that off when you're done traveling for the day. As we take a look in the back seat, you can see it does make down into a bed and can be returned to its normal position simply by pushing a button. Now, as we focus on the bed of the truck, we can see that it's already lined. You have that option to get it lined coming from the factory. If not, it can be diamond plated, so basically it will look like this. In addition, there's 2 holes already drilled, so you can put additional storage on the truck if you want to. As we come on back, we see there's a trough built in to make hooking up your trailer easier. It already has a hole for a gooseneck ball. A high majority of my customers going ahead and install the Hensley hitch, and basically that hitch has airbags underneath it, so the trailer is basically riding on air. As we come on back, right here is a hookup for additional cameras. You can hook up to 2 more cameras, and some people use that underneath the mirrors for blind spot monitoring, or I've seen people put them in horse trailers as well. And finally, as we come on down, we find the hitch for a bumper pull trailer. As we come on around, we can see the bed basically matches the other side, with that front storage compartment really allowing a lot of room for you to carry belongings when you're in your travels. As we take a look at the passenger seat, basically matches the other side for adjustment for air, for heated seats in the lumbar system. Underneath here gives us access to the cab air filters. As we take a look at the passenger back seat, you'll notice just how much room is available, which really makes those long trips more comfortable. Now let's walk around the Laredo. And on this truck, again, we'll take a look directly in front. Tow hooks located here and here. Bumper is broken into 3 parts, so if we ding this one up, we can simply replace that one without having to do the entire bumper. Take a look at the grill, more than enough room to let air in. And as we come on up, this too has 2,500 square inches of glass. As stated, underneath the hood is pretty much identical to the Summit Hauler. As we take a look from the side, we can see this is a flatbed with the rails running along the top. This comes with 1 storage component located here, and as you can see that is already lined to protect it as we go on and it ages. You can see the steps are diamond plated on this truck. So not only does that look very sharp, but it helps with traction getting up and in. Def tank located under here. Fuel tank located under there. As we look inside, we'll notice that the seats are black croc. These seats are air as well, both the driver and the passenger. Again, we start the truck from the ground. This little pedal right there actually adjusts the steering wheel. Just to the right of that, we see the trailer brake. As we take a look at the back seat, this too makes down into a bed, and you can see the leather really well from this angle as well. Now, as we focus on the bed of the truck, you can see it's already lined. It comes with a cover over the gooseneck ball hitch, which that's easily removable. And as we come on back, we can see all the lighting that this truck has to offer. Here is where we hook up the lights, and it comes with a bumper pull hitch as well. As we come on around and admire this truck from the side, obviously the big thing that stands out on this one is the color, a very sharp and unique color of blue. As we take a look inside the passenger seat, again, that front seat is air. We have access to the cab air filters underneath here, and an additional cup holder located there. As we take a look from the ground, from this angle, we can get a shot of the DVD player. So now we're going to step around in front and just look at the differences between the two. As we take a look at the grills, we can compare the Summit Hauler grill located here, additional air intake located right here, with the Summit Hauler logo right in the front. We compare that to the Laredo grill, lines running across here, but still a lot of air intake, allowing air into that engine. As we come on down, bumpers are pretty similar. Both of them broken into 3 parts, and both have tow hooks on the front. As we come on around, let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at the interiors. Here's where we really start to see some differences. The backup camera is located over here. If we take a look at the trim, you can see it has that kind of a darker red color. Climate control is located here. As we take a look at the console, you can see the cup holders and just the overall design of the console itself. Trailer brake located right here. Now they come with automatic transmissions, so they're both very easy to drive. Right now we're in neutral with the brake on, but when we start our travels, release the brake, R for reverse, D for drive, and we're on our way. This locks the differential. This has for intermittent marker lights. This is our cruise control. In addition, a couple of the more important ones, this is the dump valve. So you press that button and let all the air out of the back of the truck. Now, an example of when you would use that is when you go to hook up your trailer, you can let all the air out back underneath it and let all the air back in, which will assist you in hooking up the trailer. This is the engine brake located here. So if we're going down a sharp decline and we're towing a heavy load behind us, we can turn that to high, and that's going to assist slowing everything down to make things safer for everyone on the road. Cigarette lighter located here. Additional power outlet underneath here with a cup holder located there. We have additional storage located right above the steering wheel with our air horn located right here. So while we have this clearly in our mind, let's jump in the Summit Hauler and see what that one looks like. So remember how we talked about the leather and the Laredo having that black croc? This is a little bit plainer, but boy, this leather is incredibly soft. So you can see the difference in the seats, black croc versus plain, and the leather is different as well. As we look, we find the burl color on the console. In addition to that, the backup camera is located right above. So when you go to back up, all you have to do is glance up and we have access to the backup camera right there. The dash is the wraparound dash, which makes things very easy to get to. As we take a look, the dump valve is located right here. In addition to that, this is the trailer brake. This is for the base for the stereo system. Again, automatic transmission, cruise control located right there. Same as the other. Right now we are in neutral with the brake on. This allows us to kick air into the back. So red is hot, blue is cool. This is the fan for how fast or how much air you want kicked in to the back. Climate control located here. As we take a look at the console, a little bit plainer than the Laredo. This opens here, which allows us substantial storage right there. So those are the differences in the two cabs. Now let's crawl on out and take a look at the beds. So as we come on around and study the differences in the beds of the two, from the side, we can see this one comes with two storage components here and here. In addition, the rails have some rubber on them to help us in terms of traction. And this truck really lights itself up. We can see the row of lights running right across the bottom. So at nighttime, this truck really lights itself up. Now let's take a look at the Laredo. Has the one storage component located right there. Diamond plate running the length of the truck. In addition, this one has the rails that run along here. Another thing to note, the Summit Hauler has 1,000 extra pounds right over the rear axle. So when you're not towing anything with it, it helps in terms of hydroplaning. And when you just find yourself in mud, we can get out because of the additional weight on the Summit Hauler. So two very nice trucks that we have on the market today. If you have any other questions about them, please feel free to call me. The work extension, 303-684-3404. The cell phone number is 970-370-4067. Feel free to email me at larry.vickers@transwest.com. Thanks for tuning in today.